Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stock Sniper Trading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.
Recording in progress.
Hey guys, welcome to Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Ron, my partner is Dave. It's just after 1 p.m. Eastern, guys. Welcome. Happy Friday to everybody. Juma Mubarak. And guys, what we're going to do today is we're going to do a little bit of top-down analysis on US30 Dow Jones. And we had some requests to do a top-down analysis and just talk about Bitcoin, BTC USD. And I'm excited to do that because I'm a big proponent on Bitcoin. I've been following Bitcoin since its inception. So I really like to scalp, trade it, invest in it. So if you guys are okay with that, I'd like to have some fun on Friday afternoon. And be careful, guys, okay? Just be careful when you're trading this afternoon, okay? And like we said with just before we started with the Zoom, if you guys have had a good week, good day today, good month, please, guys, proper risk management. You want to go into the weekend on a good note so then we can continue trading next week. Is the sound bad, guys? I'm having some issues over here, actually. My camera's not working. Can you guys hear me okay? Everybody hear me? Yeah? Okay, thanks guys. On YouTube, you guys can hear me? Yeah, I don't know, something's wrong with my camera, guys. I apologize. It's not turning on, but as long as you guys can hear me, I'm here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to get started with just looking over some news today. Okay, just a quick little analysis of what happened. Did anybody trade London this morning? Pre-London, remember we talked about the GDP for UK. It came out positive. A lot of things came out positive. Okay, some positive numbers, goods trade balance, GDP. Some things looked good, and then we had some red over here, but there was a lot of volatility in London, so it was trading really nice if you guys were trading there. And then we moved into New York, and we had our Friday morning 10 a.m. University of Michigan Consumer Report came out, and we don't have any news this afternoon. Okay, so just careful trading Friday afternoon. There could be some profit taking, there could be some moves, there could be some unexpected stuff happen Fridays right into the close. So just careful trading in there. Okay, and just looking over to really quickly into Monday. Just remember, if you are trading anything to do with in Canada, shout outs to Remembrance Day to our veterans that help fight for freedoms around the world. Okay, so please, guys, take a day off if you can, and remember all the fallen soldiers over here. And earnings, okay? Some of you guys are getting better with the earnings reports. You guys are learning about this. So this is Earnings Whispers. Free. It's free. You can see what's happening here. Just go to calendar and you can click on the day. So today, and then before open pre-market, we had 29 corporations release earnings, and after close we have 8. You can toggle right here. This will take you to after hours and pre-market. Today, what did we have? Right now, this is the after hours. Friday afternoon, there's not much. But if we go into Monday, so just really quickly, click on Monday. I see that there's 38 before open, and after close 82. So a lot of activity on Monday. And if we go over here, you can see we're in after hours on Monday. So just click on this and then it will take you to Monday morning pre-market. This is what we have, all of these corporations. There might be some that you're familiar with. There's some that you probably have never even heard of, but that's what it is. These are all the corporations that trade in Wall Street and they have earnings. And then if we're looking in the after hours, you just click on this and then it will take us to the after hours, what is going on, okay? And that's for earnings. Scheduling, guys, for next week. This is StockSniperTrading.com. This is our website. We release schedules on Sundays. I'm just telling you in advance right now for everybody on YouTube and everybody in Zoom. I'm gonna go. We're gonna do some evening sessions next week in the Asian session. So Monday evening over here, we're gonna have maybe like a 7:30 to 9:30 Asian session, and PK is here Tuesday and Wednesday, and I will come in after PK, like around on Tuesday, Wednesday we'll do like 9 p.m. to 11, 9 p.m. to 11. Thursday we'll go back to maybe a 7:30, 9:30. Friday we'll leave open because it's Friday night. We're gonna all relax on Friday night, and so that's going forward, guys. We're gonna start to do some Asian sessions, and we'll look at more Forex in the Asian market. If you guys want to join us, we'd love to have you on there, and these will be YouTube and Zoom, okay? And then our Discord channel, guys, right over here, sending out signals. Some of you guys are getting more familiar and comfortable with the trade setups and signals. This was one on Dow Jones, okay, so breaking out of here early, we got some volume to close above here. So this is kind of what we teach on the live calls, and we had a nice push right up to the resistance up here, pull back into here. We're holding above this body, the big body at 11, and then we continue to break out of here for more than 200 pips. And over here, guys, okay, free Telegram group. This is free for everybody. If you want to join, I pinned it at the top of the YouTube channel. This is us. There's a lot of scammers out there, but I assure you this is ours because it's attached to our YouTube channel. So please, guys, if you want free Telegram, join here. We showcase some of the trade ideas, members, testimonials here at SST, scheduling, promos, all kinds of stuff, okay? And thank you guys for the support for joining this free Telegram as well. We're going to send out emails and things that we're doing at SST for the future. Okay, so let's get into the charts now. Like I said, we're going to look at US30 and we're going to do a little analysis on Bitcoin. Over here, we've got US30 in the Bookmap. So this is Bookmap, guys. This is a live liquidity feed. I'm using Rhythmic data to get all of this information. And this is the current order book. So this is an order flow software. And we have our offers above us in red. We have our bids below us in green. We're using a heat map over here in the background showing us where there's a lot of liquidity at these levels. And this is the VWAP, the volume weighted average price line. We are currently above it. When we are above it, it is seen to be bullish. When we're below it, seems to be bearish. But also then when you see we're below the VWAP, it's also discount pricing. And then when we're above the VWAP, it's premium selling up there. So it's kind of like an auction how it works with price action. And this indicator that I use down here is cumulative volume delta, CVD. So what it does is it takes these transactions that are occurring live in the market and it kind of gives us a delta reading. So right now we see positive 885. So that is telling me that there's a lot of buying transactions. All of these transactions in the last hour over here from 12:15, 12:30, 12:45, 1 p.m., 1:15, a lot of the transactions are leading to buy limits, buy sells, and buyers are in the market. So that's why you probably see this nice bullish move making higher highs and higher lows, and these big body candles at 12:30 breaking out of here, and now we're just retracing back down a little bit, okay? So thanks guys for joining. Thank you everyone on YouTube. Appreciate all of you guys. If you guys can hit the like button, we do appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. We appreciate that as well. And everyone on Zoom, I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome Lisa. Welcome everybody. Welcome Aneta, Ms. Rafi. Juma Mubarak, bro. Welcome V. Reese. Thank you guys. So let's get into this. Let's have some fun. It's a Friday afternoon. please trade proper risk management. That goes to everybody, including myself. We're going to have to trade smart Friday afternoons, okay? So let's get started with US30, and we're going to do a top down, okay? If you guys are already trading, just please monitor your accounts. I'm going to go through top down on the higher time frames. But right now, like just speaking, we just hit up here, the kind of the high of the day, and it's retracing right back down, okay? So we can see it right there, 34,240 in the book. That's basically our high. So I'm just going to place like a resistance line up here just so we can keep an eye on this area. If it ever does come back up, we want to see how many offers are in the book, maybe for a double top up here or a lower high. You can see right now they're lowering the offers. See, here's more of the single digits, or sorry, double digits like 18, 10, 12, 11, 18, but the big orders are down here. The big double digit orders, 69, 51, 42, 32. So you can see there's a lot of offers flooding the market, but we're coming down to the VWAP, and the VWAP is kind of like a magnet for price action. It wants to come down here and transact, and then you can see the big bids in the big block of bids in here. We got 106 here, 44, 68, 111. So there's going to be some big transactions occurring around this area, and it might be coming down to test about 50% of this big bullish candle that just broke out. That's where the majority of those transactions might happen in the market, okay? And what we're going to do is start off on the daily up here and review everything. Let me know, guys, if I'm talking fast. Am I talking fast for you guys? I'm excited. It's a Friday. But some people say I talk too fast and they have difficulty understanding me. You should see when we scalp the 1 minutes how fast I talk. This is nothing. Okay for you guys? Okay. For some of you guys, I talk too fast. Okay, so let's take a look on the daily. So are we in a daily flag pattern? Okay, if I was just to consolidate the daily volume, like maybe right here, if I was just to trap this entire zone in, it's safe to say that we're consolidating. When did it start? When did it happen? Last Friday. Okay, Friday we had that big bullish push. Here we have Monday. Okay, a little red bar inside here, didn't do much. We came up Tuesday. We came up Wednesday and then back down. So a lot of consolidation. Then yesterday we came back up lower high and they pushed it all the way down and it closed right here. Today we opened and look, kind of like a tweezer bottom lows if we look at those two wicks right there, and it's coming right back up to here and pulled back, but we still have a big bearish engulfing candle that's engulfing yesterday's volume. So even if you're not trading Friday afternoons, it's important to watch how the bodies close and how they might go into the weekend and set up for next week. So we are at a critical level on the daily for the Dow. Like if we look at this physical block in the market and we stretch it across, it tells us a lot of information. Okay, this was the start of the big double bottom uptrend that led to these highs. We pulled right back into this zone. We found the buyers in there again. They protected this area. We came back up. But now we have two double tops up there. So we can see where they're lowering our monthly and our weekly supply on the Dow right there. So if I stretch that zone across, I'm going to make it red up there. We're not there yet, but it's a resting area of supply in the market. And if we look at the numbers, it's around 35,000, that whole psychological block right in there. We came in there 2 times and it got rejected. Big bearish engulfing candle right there. And then this shooting star candle with September 20 was FOMC. With Powell, we came up and then it shot down, closed here, shooting star, and then we had the big drop. And then when we came back into this block, you see a lot of red volume close below. Retest of the block, now it's supply. A resistance, and then we pushed down where we found some lows down in here, and I like to look at where more of the double bottom was, and then this looks like a liquidity grab to the low. So what I do is if I'm looking for my zone right there, green, and then bring it across green, and sorry, when I said green I meant to change it green, and bring this across and bring it into the future if we can. Okay, what is the future? Let's take it January 1st 2024, right over here. Happy New Year, everybody. January 1st, 2024, we're going to bring it in there. So to me, this looks like a pure liquidity grab. When was it? On a Friday. So you're going to notice a lot of moves are Fridays. Why? Because they can do that. So they brought it down here on a Friday, they closed it on low, and then look at how we opened on over here. and they gapped it up on a Monday and bring it all the way up, very bullish. So they came down here for one specific reason, and one reason only, was to grab all that money, grab all that liquidity, and start this move coming right back up. But you see now, this week, it's been like if these were 5-minute candles, we're just coming up, sellers are bringing it down, buyers are bringing it up, maybe sellers are going to bring it back down. But if we start to now close above critical levels, and we close above here and then retest this, and we flip this big green box, this consolidation box green, this could be an area where it could accumulate on a higher time frame on the daily, and we could be breaking up all the way here. I know, Dave, the camera's not on. Having issues with it. I'm not sure why. I'll get it looked after on the weekend. Okay, so what I'm going to do with these, stretch this red box again across to New Year's, January 1st. And what we're going to do in here, we're going to start to now analyze this area. So now that I spoke about it, okay, it's fresh in our minds. We know we're consolidating in here on the daily, but I'm going to get rid of it because now we're going to break down the individual daily candles, okay? So now what I'm looking for is some critical levels. Number one, this is a critical level, okay? This is where they rejected it, and they rejected it, then the bearish candle came down. These were impulse breaks up here, so I'm going to try and match up to the best of my ability the bodies over here. Okay, so I'm going to place a yellow line right here, yellow line. If you guys want to do this on the chart, join me. If you guys know what I'm doing and you guys already have this marked up, perfect. Okay, so you see over here, the big red candle that came down, it stopped at that yellow line. Here we close with the red below, and then when it came back up to retest, it came down, it broke, but it came up and closed as a bullish pin bar right at the yellow line. So you can see it's critical for the volume where it opens and closes. And again, here we opened and dropped down bearish. So when we came all the way down, caught a pivot here, caught our demand block, we came all the way back up. Again, impulse break, close right there. Impulse break, closed down below the yellow line. We came back again, then they rejected it. So you see, no big green volume closing above this yellow line. Now we move into the consolidated week that I was talking about. We closed green Friday. Now we're retesting it on Monday. We came back up. We retested it on Tuesday. We came back up. We retested it on Wednesday of this week. We came back up. Here we closed below on Thursday. So let's mark our low of today, our low of the day. I'm going to put a purple line right there for our low of the day. And you see how it lines up? Pretty much equal with yesterday's low. So it's safe to say that we have a tweezer bottom, equal lows down here. And when I'm looking to maybe draw a green box on the daily out here, I look over here what happened when we were below the purple line. So I can see over here the purple line and those two wicks. That was where we started some red resistance. That's where you can see the supply came in the market. When the buyers came up, they pushed them down. Buyers came up, pushed them down. Buyers impulsively came up there, pushed them back down to there. Buyers came up again here, pushed down. Now we bring this across, and you can see that this was just a fake breakout. It came up, green, a little bit higher high, and then closed it down. So that's an evening star pattern. You have your big bullish green candle, you have your inside indecision star, spin top, and then you have the finishing candle is your big third bearish engulfing candle that closed below, and we retested, came up green, retested 50% red box, and there's the drop. So they continued to push it down, and when we got to the green box here, there's the liquidity grab on a Friday, and they came back up, retesting this area, holding, continuing to make higher lows right here. Look at the area of resistance turning to support. So if we look in this area right here, let's draw a yellow line. See, when we came up, rejected, came up, rejected. Now we close with good volume, and look at the start of the new day, Thursday, November 2nd. Minor pullback. Did we come into 50% or this wick? No. Higher low, short wick, and there's your big daily pop, and it filled the imbalance right up to that red box, and now we got the volume above, right there, the green candle. So let's flip this now to green and stretch it across. And you see how yesterday we traded right into it, back up. Today we came into here and back up. So stretch this across into next week. Okay, or we're going to stretch it all the way to Happy New Year, January 1st, 2024 over here. Okay, so we've located a zone in the market. And now what we got to do is watch the green volume. If we can continue to hold this, we might be continuing to break out and fill imbalance all the way up to 35,000. But we do have some resistance over here. Okay, so now we got to start to look at today's daily candle. So when we came down here, tweezer bottoms, demand, came back up very bullish. What is our high of the day? I can see that little tiny wick up there. We might be hitting it right now as I'm speaking. See how it's coming up to the double top right now? That's the high of the day. High of the day, double top. So I'm going to place a purple line up there. So now I have purple lines on my high and low of the day. I have the critical yellow line, which is located almost near 50% of the body here. But I'm going more with historical data over here, how the market reacted in previous times. And now all we have to basically do is locate our weekly high. It's right there, 34,260. That is our weekly high, yellow line. So today, what we got to do is we got to watch today's daily candle. We got to see, is it going to close strong, fill these wicks, maybe close above the yellow line? Is it going to close above this purple line? Are they going to sell it off this afternoon and bring it back down? If they do, we want to hold majority of this volume so that maybe we can continue to push next week. So we are at a very critical area. So you see right in between here where we have the purple line and this yellow line, that's roughly 50% of this big bearish candle. So I'm going to locate another red zone right there in between these two lines, the red and the purple right there. So that volume. And what I'm doing is I'm bringing it across with the chart that I just created, and I can see how we traded into this zone this week. I can see Tuesday we came in there and they pushed it down. Wednesday we broke it high, but then it came back down and we closed right there. They gapped down the candle right there. You can see the gap down. Then they came back up green and then they pushed it back down. So we're coming right back up into here today. So again, stretch this one across because that is resistance on the weekly, and bring it all the way down here. Okay, so now we can clearly see, you know, when I said now we were consolidating on the daily inside here, you can see where the exact range and zones are on the daily where we're consolidating. We're consolidating below this block. We're consolidating above this block. We've got green buyers bringing it up. We've got red sellers bringing it back down. We've got green buyers bringing it back up. So remember the rules of the sniper trap and gap. If you're looking for a possible swing position, okay, I'm not talking about to the scalpers now. I'm talking about the swing traders, traders who hold positions for multiple days, multiple weeks. You guys are looking for the big moves in the markets. This is your move, okay? So you see how it's developed. It came from a double bottom right here with a liquidity grab right over here, okay? So as I'm continuing, do you guys now understand what I mean by this, okay? I want you guys to understand, because you can use this same pattern when you're scalping. Remember what I tell you. It does not matter about the time frame. Price action all has the same characteristics. So if I just remove this watermark here and I took US30 and 1 day off of the chart and we had a black chart and we had no idea what we're looking at, and I told you guys we're looking at US30 on the 1 minutes. This could be a 1 minute chart and this could be 1 minute. It came up and got rejected. A couple 1 minute candles came back down. Now another 1 minute candle is a big bullish engulfing candle. We watch to see if it will break, retest, just like when we trade 1 minute candles. This is daily, but I want to trade 1 minute candles because they're fast in and out. But for the traders that want to look for nice possible swings in the market, it's the same analysis. Does that help, guys? So this is where I ask you guys choose whether you want to be a scalper, swing trader, intraday trader. Figure out your time frame. Not everyone wants to trade daily. Maybe some of you guys just want to stick with 4 hour or hourly. Some of you guys prefer just 15 and 30 minutes. Some of you guys love the 5 minute, 3 minute, 1 minute. But find what works best for you in your personal schedule, your work life, your family life, and find out what's best for you, okay? So does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense what I'm looking at on the daily? So possible moves. This could be like a swing position. Okay, we could continue to maybe consolidate in here for the next week, okay? Or possible short squeeze, okay? If we have sellers that are selling, but if the buying pressure keeps pushing and we break out of here, we may have an impulse breakout, okay, on the daily. A daily candle is also impulse breakout, and it maybe catch a wick and come down. Remember, these are 24 hours candles. These are daily. If we do have an impulse break, where could we go? I'm looking maybe right over here, like to that body or to that, to previous price action. Could be an impulse break right to there. 34,420. Let's make it 34,420. That's a fantastic number. Maybe we break out there. Everybody smokes a joint at that time. And then we might get rejected there because there's going to be resistance for all the people that smoke weed up there. And it will come back down. Maybe then what we look for is to flip the red box, make it green. And maybe this will be ongoing area of support and maybe demand in the market, and maybe we bounce and we continue to come up to that 34,420 high and maybe push up to our next area of supply. Possible move, possible, okay? Scenario 3. What happens if it comes down here, selling pressure, we get a big bearish candle and then maybe retrace. If we push down here, sellers, and they push it through there, might be another impulse break, but where will it break to? Maybe where we had support right there. So I see right there I have all those bodies, 33,590. Maybe it breaks down there, comes back up here for the retest, and then we flip green, we make it red, and we watch to see if it gets rejected there with a wick, maybe a bearish engulfing candle form there, and maybe it comes back down to take out the low, and we drop down to the critical daily level, and then maybe back down to the big green block. Okay, those are possible scenarios, but with these scenarios also come fake outs in the market. Okay, so it's not always just because we might close above there, that doesn't mean that it's going to go bullish. Okay, we've seen over here where it did close above, it opened, it came in, it retested, and it broke, and that was like a buy. But it only came up to the next area, 50% of this body of this candle, and that's where they rejected it. Same thing could happen here. It could come up, maybe close above there, and then gets rejected, and then come back down next day and close below in the consolidated box, retest this, and then it drops. And then that's your head and shoulder pattern. There's your left shoulder. Your head is your impulse fake out move, and it comes back to retest the right shoulder. More supply enters the market, and then they push it down and they take out this area of support and drop the market. Does that make sense, guys? So I'm showing you the possible scenarios, what could happen, and the same scenario could happen below us as well, where over here, I'll show you exactly. This is where it closed below, but when it came up green, you see right here, did it retest and push back down? No, it closed back above here and then retested the green box and then shot back up. So that was a fake out to the low down here to grab the liquidity and move back up. I never seen this red candle close below and then come up green and get rejected to drop down like that. The candle closed engulfing, okay? So again, what we were talking about with yesterday's call, sometimes if you don't want to take impulse candles, wait for these things to close and then make your decision with confirmation, okay? You're not going to be 100% accurate as trading that way, but you might have good success rate, good probabilities. At least maybe you're avoiding taking impulse trades, and with proper risk management you can continue to grow your account. So just looking forward right now today, if we come up bullish, we're going to test maybe this high. So see now, this Friday afternoon, I see these two wicks right up here. I have that wick marked up. That was Wednesday. But what about Thursday and kind of Tuesday right here? So I'm going to place another yellow line right here. And I'm going to watch to see if we break up to 34,208, 210 today. And I'll see what happens up there. Okay, so let's now see if we break above there, where could it go? So remember what I was always talking about this entire week, what those two tweezer bottoms, 34,300, nice whole psychological number. We've got price action came down, rejected, came down, double bottom, rejected there. And if we continue to push up, now I look for pivots in the market. Here was a pivot. This is where it was green and it came back down, liquidity came back, but the volume closed above this box. So I bring it across, and with the volume being below, I make this into my red box. So just in case it continues to move, we still got to respect that there's supply in the market. This was the big move with FOMC when we closed as a shooting star candle down there, and then the next day that's where the big drop was. So this is a big block in the market. This was FOMC in continuation. So if we do come back up bullish, maybe start of next week, maybe we come into here and possible rejection point. Okay. Now I'm going to break down the daily candle into smaller time frames. Okay, was that a good enough daily analysis? Do you guys understand what I did there? Do you guys understand from maybe swing trading to how maybe get a better understanding about swing trading? Yes, or thumbs up if you guys understand what I just did there. Okay, because I get questions all the time about how to do this, how to do this, I just kind of explained what to look for, what we got going on so far. You got the liquidity grab, nice big double bottom. Now we're in a bull flag, so you guys know what could possibly happen here. Okay, so let's now break today's daily candle down to the hourly, to the 60 minutes. Let's see exactly what happened here. Okay, so we remember over here Thursday we traded 11 a.m. and we went into our webinar after. So this was yesterday's when we were trading 11. There's noon, and then the big drop. Everyone was wondering what the big drop was at 1 o'clock yesterday. 101 was the bond market auction, so the 30-year auction. That's what dropped the market down. And then we had Powell again, and there's power coming into 2 p.m., then power hour, and then we stayed right there. Okay, so again, guys, now if you're an hourly trader, okay, see how I'm breaking it down to figure out everybody's time frames. Okay, so we spoke about if you want to be a swing trader on daily, but what if you're an hourly trader? Okay, you still got work to do on the hour. You still got to look here. Hourly candle. Okay, let's place white lines now for hourly. Okay, see the big red body ignited and dropped down. If I didn't even place the white line there and I just looked where's half of that red candle, I probably would have been somewhere in here. But now I see it came up and got rejected. It came up again, bullish ignited, full body engulfing, and got shut down there. Bearish ignited candle, bring it right back down. Okay, so that is hourly resistance. Now we start to get volume closing above, and it was at midnight. 11 a.m. and midnight. That started that next move, hourly push, right back up to under here. Okay, so now I know where my hourly kind of look to the left of the chart. Look to the left of the chart, guys. See, now I'm getting more information, more information. The bullish body, green body, right there. It came into that wick right there. Continue to bring it across. Make all that green. Okay, how many of you guys did this? Because you're figuring out where your big 4-hour support is, your hourly support. You're figuring it out now. You see how the market reacted at that critical yellow daily line on the hourly? We stayed above. It just came down, picked up liquidity. Came down, picked up liquidity. There's a bullish candle close above. There's your perfect retest. Assume it's going to come down red to retest. It did. Short wick breakout. There's an hourly buy. 9 a.m. Wall Street, 10 a.m. continuation right up to our highs up here. We pulled right back down. Here, stretch your green hourly box across and see it hold. I don't see any red volume closing below here. So it's just continuing to get demand and buyers. And now we have our first red body Thursday right here that closed below. And then we pushed down with an ignited bar, and it came down into this big demand box. I can even see if we break down from here, I can already see where my hourly support is in the green box right there, 3388811, right over here. Another white line right in there. I see how the market stopped right there. So if it comes down again right here, it's probably going to revisit this area, and then we'll see what will happen there. And if it can't hold there, look how much it can fall down. Okay, so they're really saving the market on this big hourly flag. And if I stretch this across, continue to stretch it across, now if you set alarms up here or alerts, this big body at 11 a.m. today, look at where it closed. Look from the bottom. Do we see a low? Tweezer bottoms. Number one, let's just go through everything. I see those two wicks are equal. Okay, that tells me something. When you put the pieces of the puzzle together, that's one piece of the puzzle. Equal lows They're not breaking any new lower lows. That's telling me something about the psychology of the market. The buyers are holding their ground. They're not allowing the selling pressure to push for a new low. That's showing me that the buyers are holding the higher time frame area of demand and they're supporting this move. So that is piece number one. Piece number two is, what pattern do you see here? I see one bottom come back up. There's the neckline. Another bottom come back down, double bottom, tweezer lows, what I just talked about, come back up. That is now a double bottom W. So when we close with volume above our resistance, right there, we make it into support. And it got retested, and then we pushed right back up to this, which was red zone, rejected, came back down. These wicks, do I see any green volume close below that critical hourly white line? No, it came down impulse and closed up there. Came down impulse, closed right there. Came down impulse, closed above. Came down one more time impulse, but closed up there. No volume closing, red volume closing below there. And look at each wick from here. From right there, that's a higher low. So they're building up the bids on a higher time frame. They're building up the book. And there, that was another higher low. Okay. And what happens was they continued to push. And this body, 11 a.m., closed above the yellow critical daily line. Now use your price action. Look at the size of the wick. Look at the open of this body. Opened ignited at noon and push and broke. And with that momentum, look at where we filled all the way up. So now, when we're looking for resistance, like we got to look over to the left of the chart. Find pivots right now. Let's look for pivots really quickly, guys. Right there. Was that not a pivot in the market? Agree or disagree with me? Agree or disagree? Look at that, how clean it looks. Right there. All of this move that came down, it stopped right there. Two tweezer bottoms. Now I look at this wick, it came down, back up. Came down, back up. Here was the red body that closed below, and then we got that further push down to there. Now we closed above, retested, push up, double top. There was a sell opportunity. Close below. Look at the white line. Look at the white line. Do we see any green volume close above the white line? No. Impulse, tweezer tops. Those are tweezer tops. Now that's telling me something about the psychology of the market on the sell side. The sellers are in control. They're not allowing the buyers to continue to push for a new higher high. They shut it down with two equal highs. Those are called tweezer tops. And they close it below. And then we come down. This was 1 a.m. Yes, 1 p.m. That's where the bond auction. And it was set up perfectly under there for that big sell. Now, today, we're closing above. And we're continuing to break. Look at the retest just right now. I'm using that same white line. And right now, this hourly candle, we just came down red, red, red. And it stopped at the white line. And if I look at the volume of this green candle from open to close, that's right approximately where about half of it is. Like right below here. Right? That's about half. Now I'm going to bring this green box across just in case it comes back down to retest. I want to see here. Now I'm finding my zones on the 1 hour. So if it closes back below here, it will drop down to this zone. I measure the move with my tape measure. If I'm going to trade on the hourly, maybe I hold this for 1 hour down here and it's approximately 80 pips. 80. That's not bad for just an hourly sell to come down there, just like this red bar came down. Okay, and then we see what happens down here, decision time, because it could come down there and bounce right back up. If it pushes down and closes below here, we flip this box red, might come back up green, and then reject and come back down here. But right now, look at our hourly this afternoon. 16 more minutes to go. We're coming up to this critical point. We're yesterday, where the bond auction rejected this big bearish move. Now we're retracing right back up. So we're going to see hourly volume. Will it close above this yellow line up here and maybe continue to push up to this high, and then we have our breakouts above there? Or is it coming up and they're going to reject this move this afternoon, where it's going to come up, test here or here, and then they bring it back down, okay, or set it up like that for next week. Okay, so that's hourly. I'm not going to stay and just trade hourly candles. I'm going to look on the 5 minutes now. Okay, look at the 5 minute trend. Okay, our 5 minutes. Our 5 minutes make their own zones too. So I'm a 5 minute trader. I see that there was a pivot right there, 6 a.m. right there, green box. Bring it across, and I can see this morning when it came down here at 10:30, it respected here and continued to push up. Now we close with 5 minutes above the hourly box, pulled back into here, continue breakout. This is your bullish flag. This is kind of what I was trying to tell you on the daily. Remember those daily candles that are consolidating right now? This is what I was talking about, where it's just buyers, sellers, buyers, but then here you get that explosive bullish flag continuation move. And look at the retest now, okay? So we just came up here. As we started the call, we saw those 5 red candles coming down, and they just stopped right there, holding 50% of this red bar, 5-minute bar, and more importantly, the hourly support. Now we're continuing to come up, okay? So let's just figure out, I'm gonna get rid of this big consolidated white box, and we're gonna focus now on what is going on in this market. So some of you guys use trend lines. That's perfect if you guys do. Just try and get as many touches as you can possible. So I'm not an expert on trend lines, but I want to say that that's pretty accurate. I just found those bodies they touch, found that wick bodies, and I'm continuing with this. So I can extend this uptrend all the way to the top up there, okay? And let's find our channel now. So our channel from this wick, we're coming up to there, coming up to those bodies. Just try and get as many touches as you can. Okay, you're not going to be 100% accurate on this, but I got those touches right there. I got that touch right there. I got that touch right there. And now we're coming right back up. Okay, so we are in a channel right now, bullish channel. It's making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. This is the new higher high above the purple line. So this is important, guys. We're making a daily high right now, okay, as we're speaking. So let's see how far it can continue to push up. It might pull back. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of this red zone. Maybe is this red zone, is it distracting? It's just to tell me on a higher time frame. This is a lot of supply area up here. So now I look on RSI. Okay, so now I see RSI was overbought up there. That's where it pushed down, okay, and all the way down to here to 60. Now it's coming right back up. So we are making a new higher high, and the strength is 73 where it was previously 77. So just technically speaking, that's telling me that there is bearish divergence. The strength is decreasing while the price is continuing to push, but that's not an indication to just hit the sell button. What I could do to look for sells now is I want to see sellers break structure. I'd like to see sellers maybe bring it back down here, close it below here, and then I'm below the trend line, maybe retest this, then we drop back down to here, we test this green box. And if it breaks, we continue to drop down, okay? So I will be looking for maybe some sells if structure breaks below here. Otherwise, this thing could continue bullish and squeeze shorts up to here. But I want to see how high it can bleed up to, maybe to that yellow critical daily line, maybe to the next daily line up there. Then we can slowly maybe start shorting it if we have to, up here, below this yellow line, or below this structure, depending what happens now where it's consolidating. Now in the 5 minutes, I'm going to mark this daily and our zone where we are right now, and just make it neutral and just watch. I'm not in a trade right now, so I'm just watching right now. Is anybody in a trade right now? It helps me with analysis. Is anybody trying to sell the market right now? Let me just start off by saying, is anybody trying to sell the market right now? Yeah. Okay. Oh, Rob, you're still in longs. Good. Good. Nas buys. Noor. Good. Good. I'm just trying to figure out who is trying to sell, because you're selling against a bullish move right now. Okay. So you have to be careful. If you want to get in and you want to speculate, like I always say, try something small, very, very small, because if you go into a sell now, you're selling into demand, and if it keeps ripping up here, you're at a very, very minor loss, and you can close it and reanalyze the market, because you got to be pretty confident if you're starting big selling up here that it's going to close below here. So I'd rather wait and see. If you're in buys, if it keeps holding support here and keep making higher highs and pullbacks are getting bought up and we're creating the depth of market, then this thing could continue to move, okay? But there could be pullbacks, remember that, okay? But it is still trending up. Let's add some EMAs. 9 EMA, we are above the 9 EMA. So it's hard to sell when we're still above the 9 EMA. Okay, so I'm also looking for maybe a sell opportunity here. Then I know that I'm closing below here. I'm closing below the trend line. I'm closing below the 9 EMA, and then that might start a trickle down effect. Okay, but I'm still waiting patiently for it. 200 EMA. Let's find out where this guy is. It's over here. It's in this block of support at 34,000. Okay. So we have one support above us, and this is the bigger support. Okay, so if this one can't hold, it's got a high probability it's going to come down here. Okay, and then also when you're scalping inside, okay, so I scalp inside. I also look at the 5-minute candles, how they interacted inside here. So kind of this area where it was resistance right here, it came up, back down, came up, back down. Now I see the red line is acting like support. So if I'm scalping, and let's say, for example, I'm taking a sell from right here, and I want it to come down to this green box, it might just stop right there because this was support resistance turned to support. It could just drop right here, and this area might become a bottom, and buyers are holding this area. So I measure from right here to right there, 35 pips. Okay, so if I'm scalping, I have my zone from here to there, 35 pips. Okay, you might get 30, 20 in there, but right down there, I got to make a decision when it gets down there because it could bounce right back up. If it's coming down with more momentum and we break, then yes, it could come down there. Then it could turn into a 70 pip trade. Maybe if it breaks down there, maybe 80, maybe 90, maybe 100. But I take it from my time frame that I trade. So those are the fives. The fives are making some support as well. Even right here, if I take a sell from right here, it might not come all the way back down to the green box. Right there, I see where the big bullish engulfing candle started to form, kind of right here. So maybe it just drops from there to the red line, and then it stops there and gets a higher low and goes back up. So there's no guarantee that it's going to come down to these levels unless the volume comes from a higher time frame and we have big selling pressure. Right now, look at the cumulative volume delta, 1,700 positive. So a lot of demand, a lot of buying. Maybe this afternoon we might get a little push down, but it could just retrace down and then go right back up like a Friday afternoon pump. Okay, so guys, I'll give you guys the chart in Zoom in 1 second, and we'll continue to watch this into 2 p.m. and then I'm going to do a top down on Bitcoin. Okay, so we are on over here. So we're going to see it right now. It's coming down. Why do I change the live times? I change the live times all the time. Okay, I have a busy life myself. I'm not just sitting at this computer all day. I have things on the go that I got to do. So next week I will be busy at this time. So that's why I have to have Asian sessions when I come home. With me, sometimes I'm trading London, pre-London, Wall Street, post New York, this time, power hour, some Asian sessions. I'm kind of all over the place. Okay, so remember the purple line? We broke that high of the day when we started the call. Okay, so it broke out there. That's our new high, and coming down to retest right here. Jared, someone told you to use 8 MA and 16 EMA. You suggest using. I don't suggest anything. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. There's so many combinations. Some traders use 9, 13, 21. Some traders use a 9, 50, 100, 200. Some of you guys use a 8, 16. Whatever you guys feel comfortable. Just know that the lower ones are for more scalping, for quick, and then the higher ones are more for higher time frame areas. But figure out what's best for you. I just use standard ones that everybody pretty much uses, is the 9 and the 200, to make things easy and simplified for everybody. But if you find a combination that you like, then go for it. Okay, and we're about 5 minutes away from 2 p.m. And 2 p.m., guys, like we always say, is a very critical time in the markets, a very critical hourly candle. It's also a critical 4-hour candle open on most securities. So it is a very important time. Do we have any questions about the analysis before we watch into 2 p.m.? Do you guys have any questions about anything? No, we're all good? Okay. So is everyone looking at the order book, what we got going on down here? So remember this yellow line when we started was resistance, kind of got some volume above it. We closed above, now it came up. So that's our new high up here. And we're coming back down to retest this. Next, what pair will we focus in Asian? Whatever pair you guys want. We'll go with kind of news. So sometimes when we have JPY news, we'll look at the maybe GJ or any USD JPY. It doesn't matter. If there's some NZD news, like those ones at 9:30 p.m. Eastern or AUD, we'll look at those. But it's just something different that we'll do geared specific for the Asian market. We can trade, we can educate that time as well. How many of you guys do trade the Asian session? Like it would be my time over here, it would be about 8, 9, 10, 11 p.m. Eastern. Anybody trade that session? Jared, how does the indicator with the bubbles help rather than actual candles? Okay, so this is live liquidity. Candles are just showing us the open, high, low, close, right? So I have no idea about the transactions that are occurring inside of this candle right now. It's just showing me the volume, the open, high, low, close. This is giving me more of a detailed analysis of what is going on inside this candle right now, how many bids are at where it opened, where the book is right now, how many offers are up here if it starts to break out, where the bigger blocks are in the market. So you get a little bit more detailed analysis when you use either a live liquidity like you're looking in here, or also footprint charts too. If you guys use footprint charts, that tells you a little bit more detailed analysis of the exact transactions that are occurring at the open of the candle, at the low, at the high. So you get to see more detailed information as opposed to just looking at a green candle opening and where it closes. So there's more information in here. This platform is called Bookmap, and there is a charge for it, like to have it, but because we have to get live liquidity from this Rhythmic feed, so there is a fee for this. But I also encourage everybody, there is a free version that you can download. If you use our link in YouTube, you click on it, it'll get you access to watching Bitcoin live liquidity on Bitcoin for free, and you can practice with it. Okay, you can learn a lot with Bitcoin You can see the current order book of Bitcoin. You can see the offers above, the below. You can see how it reacts at this VWAP. You can use a cumulative volume delta indicator. You can start to understand when offers or bids get pulled out of the market and what it does. But for free, you can learn with it for free till you get comfortable. And if this is something that you're interested in, it is an investment. It's not cheap. I'll be honest with you. But if this helps you become more consistent and more profitable as a trader, then it's a great investment. You're investing in yourself, in anything, in any platform. If you do, like with TradingView, I know there's the basic free TradingView, but then if you invest on the, I think they're going to have a Black Friday deal coming up very, very soon. But then you get the pro version, you get more indicators, you get, you can place alerts on your charts, you can do more and more with it. And if it helps you with your trading and profitability and consistency, you're investing in yourself. I tell guys all the time, instead of wasting your money on silly things, invest in something that can help you make money. And just test it out. It's not for everybody. I always like to start off everything for free and you go from there. If you need something more, then obviously there's going to be a charge for it. Okay, so we're still now holding inside here. So maybe like a double top needs to form in order to look for maybe a sell position, because now we came up, back down, and we're coming right back up. So is it going to come in up to that critical yellow line? Is it going to be like a maybe just a lower high in here, and it maybe continue to push back down? We're in 2 o'clock right now, so this is 2 p.m. Eastern. A new hourly candle, new 4 hour in the market, still holding support. And we might continue to squeeze and move back up here. Okay, so if you're in buys, you're doing really well with some nice buys, okay? Making higher highs, a higher low, a new higher high. But this is what I'm just saying. It might come up and get rejected, and we might see that second top coming down. Jared, am I calling your Nike SB Low Dunk limited edition with mocha laces and white stitching a silly purchase? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, because I love shoes myself. No silly purchases with shoes. How about Leaf stickers? Yes, that is a silly purchase. If anybody here is buying Toronto Maple Leaf tickets, save your money. They're garbage. Don't. That's a bad investment. To all the Toronto Maple Leafs fans out there, your team is garbage. Your management is garbage. Your young players they got no grit in them. They are garbage. You have no defense and you have no goaltending. You will never beat tough teams like Boston Bruins. Forget about it. Don't waste your time with Toronto Maple Leafs. You want to see a real hockey team, go see Montreal Canadiens. But something interesting, I'm a big UFC fan, and UFC is coming to Toronto, Ontario, January 20th, and tickets go on sale this Wednesday. So you better believe I'm getting tickets. There's a maximum of 6 tickets I can get. It's going to be exciting. Is anybody going to the UFC or planning to go to the UFC in Toronto? January 20th. Live trading ringside, that would be awesome. Yeah, guys, do you guys want more analysis like on different securities? I'm going to do Bitcoin. Okay, I stated that from the start of the call. We're going to do a nice analysis on Bitcoin because I know a lot of you guys are getting excited with Bitcoin. We've had messages to do Bitcoin analysis. Maybe we'll get some scalping on Bitcoin. We used to do it back in the day. Maybe we'll continue to do it. 38,000 is a big resistance for Bitcoin right now. You never know. If it closes strong, maybe a nice little weekend pump to 40K, but there's big resistance at 38,000. That's where it might have a wall up there, a big ceiling, and they might push it back down. But we'll see. Okay, so you see what we're forming up here? There's a little bit of indecision. Okay, that was that double top I was just speaking about. Okay, we have to be careful up here where it came up, came back down, it came up now. So that's kind of where there could be that resistance, and then maybe they push it back down. But they could come back down and go back up. So what we're looking for is maybe a close down here, and then retest this, and then maybe get a quick little sell in there this afternoon. But it's still building off the bottom, so we still have to be cautious on selling right now. Dennis, you love the UFC too? Yes, I know you do. We have a young prodigy here in London, starting Liam North. He's 18 years old. He's doing amazing. Yeah, he's gonna be probably the future. Okay, so still bullish, guys. Okay, so you see here, like a green box. A green box does wonders. Okay, like right here. You see that purple line, and you see right there. So if I just do a small little green box, I don't want to sell. Okay, so the green box keeps me from doing unnecessary trading. Okay, so I see it come down, back up, come down, back up. We're continuing to move, but you see how the volume is getting really thin. It's getting really thin. See the candles now? We're getting these indecision candles, doji candles, little spin tops. The volume has just dried up all of a sudden. Okay, so could be preparing for the next move, but I kind of keep this zone green until I start to see it breaking down below here. So this could be that double top that I was just speaking about, where it came up, back down to support, came right back up, and then as we just came back down, it caught some bids and going right back up. So that's why I want to see an actual confirmed red candle break that trend line, break this green box, break this trend line right here, close below the 9 EMA, and then maybe then when it closes down there, then buyers will obviously buy because it's on discount. But then what we got to do is kind of flip this box red, and then we look for the retest and maybe the drop down. Okay, but if you're speculating in here, because I know a lot of traders are trying to sell right now, it could just continue to go back up. So even trading in here, even if you're looking to buy in here, I would trade small in here because this zone it just looks horrible to me right now. See where all of the transactions are occurring right in here now. Guys, it's up to you. Do you guys want BTC, or should we save it for maybe Monday BTC, like the new week? Do you guys want gold analysis? Do you guys want anything else, like analyzed on a higher time frame? I was going to do Bitcoin, but do you guys want it? Or if you guys don't trade Bitcoin, there's no point. Gold? More gold? Bitcoin next week? BTC gold? Yeah, I can do that, guys. Can someone keep an eye on this for me and let me know? How about I place an alert up here? I'll do it. So we'll place an alert at this yellow line. Maybe we'll see if we get alerted up there for maybe a bullish move. And maybe I'm going to place an alert line down in here to let me know if something happens down in here. Okay, so we got 2 alerts on the charts. I also can watch over here. I also watch what's going on in the book too. So look at just look at when it comes down. You got the sellers coming down, but there's no bites down there. You know when you go fishing, you got to get a bite. There's no bites down here. The buyers want to transact up here. Every time it comes back down, the buyers want to transact up here. Every time it comes down, the buyers want to transact up here. They're asking to trade up here. So that's what creates higher highs in the market and forces the sellers to take their pending offers out of the market. okay, because it could break through here. So then they allow them to place them higher up here. But if it continues to break down, we're going to look for a break down here, and then maybe to trickle down to the VWAP. Okay. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll leave US30 right over here. Let's do a quick analysis on gold. Okay, we'll see how gold trades into the weekend. Okay. So this is gold, guys, really quickly, okay? So if you're just trading on the 5 minutes, okay, kind of find levels. If you're trading, I can see right away. Like I don't even need to do a top down. I can see right away. If I wanted to trade right now, I see 1940 was support, now turned to resistance. I can see over here that bottom wick at 1937 turned to resistance, and still if I brought a red box across, 1937.38 is our resistance. I can see the support being built at 1935, but that's not enough for me to just get in the markets and start trading. Let's go to the daily, because the daily tells us the bigger story. Okay, so you see a little bit of a breakout above that resistance. If you're looking at US30, you can see it's kind of just breaking out above those previous high wicks. Okay, gold. So we all know down here, when this candle, September 26th, closed below our support, that's where we had the big drop. We lost our pivoting support, 1884. Market dropped. We consolidated down here. And then we had the Middle East crisis start. And that was where Friday, and then we moved into Monday. That's what had this nice big bullish run on gold. We closed above wick, closing above here. We had that extended push where we took out those highs. And this is where we're at right now. Okay, so now we all know, everybody should know, all-time highs of gold are around 2070. It was a triple top up there in the past. But right now, we see that from 2070, they're lowering the supply. We're around 2009 to 2006 right here. So this is, they're lowering the offers. If I bring this across now, and I look, okay, these were where we had some all-time high breakouts. Okay, if I continue to bring this across, I see that was all-time high breakout number 1, August 9-10 of 2020. We traded this live. We shorted that wick. This candle right over here, March 3rd, 4th. Okay, that was the next time we were approaching all-time highs, and it got rejected hard. This was another time where we came up here. This was early May. Where we came up back above there, and then we pushed back down. Okay, so now you see that the next push up we had on gold was right up here, and it's a lower high and continue to push down. Okay, so stretch this across, put it into January 1st of the new year. Okay, Happy New Year, everybody. Let's bring it over there. I can see right now US30 is breaking out a little bit above here, and look at the order book, how it's providing bids below in case there's pullbacks. Okay, so there is a little bit of a breakout on US30 inside that consolidated box, still squeezing shorts a little bit, so be careful short selling. Okay, so our daily move, where do we have critical levels? Okay, critical levels. I can see these wicks were critical levels in the market. So let's just place a yellow line at these wicks. Okay, yellow, critical daily. Wow, okay, so US30 is breaking out, guys. Careful with the short sells. Remember what I was saying. Okay, so over here, yellow line, rejected, 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 rejected. No green volume above there. We came up again, rejected. Now we came up strong. We broke out impulsively and came back down. Now we got volume, a green candle close above. When the retest came down, back up. Now let's look more recently. We got a 3-bar play on the daily. Red on Wednesday, inside pullback on Thursday, and Friday we got a big red bearish candle coming down. So let's figure out our low of the day on gold. 1933, around there. Okay, purple low. What happened when we hit our low? We just came back up, and we still look at all this big red volume above us. Okay, so it is very bearish. Now what I do is below that right there to that yesterday's low wick, I draw my red box, because if we come back up on gold today, back up to 1945, it could still push back down. So you see what I just did right there. And then if I bring it across, I can see exactly that green candle that was trading right there. Perfect area. See the wick and the wick to the yellow line. So it's still red. We are trending down on the daily. Lower highs, lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows. Now, we are at almost our daily low of gold. If we continue to drop down, where could it go down to? Find your next level of critical daily support and put a yellow line right there. 1920. If you guys trade gold, you guys know that 1920 is a whole psychological number, and a lot of price action happens at 1920. So if we continue to push down, I see just consolidation. Green, red, green. Okay, a lot of consolidation. But it stopped right there. Where it came down, went back up. Came down, back. Bodies right there. I look to the left of the chart. I can see impulse breaks at that yellow line, but there was the first body that closed above. So it is an important area in the market. Let's find where our weekly resistance is on gold. Critical areas in the market. Right here, this used to be green. Green. Bring it across. It still came down, back up. Now we have red volume close below. See yesterday's retest right in there. Have your red box and bring it across. Now I know that the market on gold is lowering the supply. From up here, now it's a lower high supply. Now we're pushing back down. So I want to see if this red box will be lower high supply. Okay, and then just bring these across into the future. Okay, we might revisit these boxes later this next week or the week after. But right now it's showing us they're pushing the market down. Okay, so we found our bottom. If it breaks just a little bit and doesn't come down there, look at all the daily volume in between the purple and the yellow line. I can find another critical level right here. Yellow, right there. Wick, body, body, a wick rejection, body, body. I got right over here a body, body, and come over here. So that's 1925. Before we come down to 1920, there might be a pit stop at 1925. And on the lower time frames, that might be perfect for scalp zones. 1925 to 1920, that's a 50 pip scalp zone. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out today if they bring it down, maybe come down there and go back up. But right now, it's still very bearish, but it's catching a bottom. So let's go to the hourly. So our hourly candles, okay, if you're an hourly trader, it came down, got some volume, closed below this critical hourly support right here at 1945, close below, flip your boxes. It came up green, lower high, push down, lower low, close with some indecision, bearish indecision spin top candle, and then we continued coming up, higher low, lower high, new lower low. Close with volume below there. Again, next hour, noon, right before we started the call, came up. Are we still below 50% of that red candle? Yes, we are. And continue to push down, close below the wick. They gapped it down, push. That's our low of the day. Now we're building, okay? So let's find now two bodies. That's all it takes. Body to body. Let's place a white line right here at those bodies. White. That's my hourly support right now in the market, the last couple hours. I can see it's a higher low from right there. So I'm going to draw now a green hourly box right there. Okay, do you guys see what I just did? I just used what information the market is giving me right now. It just came down there. That was the higher low. So I'm going to bring this as a green box across on the hourly because maybe I'm going to scalp 5 minutes there. Now, if the buyers bring it up, logically, where could we go? We need to take out our previous high wick, 1937.38 right here. Yeah, US30 is pushing. Guys, I'm watching it too. Watching US30. Now the zone. Do you guys see how we created the imbalance? It pushed above there. And you see now how the depth of market is building below here. And it's continuing to take out offers. Okay, so that's how you build the depth of market. Continue building. CVD is positive, almost 1900. So over here, gold hourly resistance. We could be now trading from 1938 to 1936 inside here. If we continue push up, there's my body to body. 1939, 1940. Right there. And that's all I need. A couple zones. And then I see here a wick and then a rejection right there. That's where I'm going to find where to put my red hourly box. Right up there. Now I've got a couple zones. I've got some scalp areas. Now, what is going to happen? We've got one move that just came down on gold. It's coming right back up. Remember, this is counter trading if you're buying gold. It might come up here and go back down. It might come up to here and then go back down. Then I want to test. If it comes back down, is it going to use this hourly for higher low support or the green box? And then I watch what happens. And then if it continues breakout, it'll come up to here and test this area. It might just get rejected and continue doing this, and then we drop. But I trade from each zone, from one zone to the next zone, and I figure out what's happening. So let's go to the 5 minutes now, and let's follow gold on the 5 minutes. So it's easy to say that we are trending down. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now, what are we doing? Found our daily bottom down here, purple line, perfect. There's our daily bottom, 1933. We came right back up to our hourly resistance, and they pushed it all the way right back down into the green box. This is a higher low, so still building, and we're coming right back up. So gold is consolidating right here now from 1937.81 to 1936 right here. So if you don't feel comfortable trading this area right here, trap, consolidate. What we do is we watch and see if buying continues above here on gold, closing or retesting inside here, and then maybe we can move up to right up to 1940 and we test what happens up there. Okay, but 1940 is bigger resistance. Okay, so it could come up there, and then that selling pressure continues to push it back down. Okay, so gold currently is bullish since we started the call. But remember, higher time frame today is bearish. So this is still counter trading, but could be building to come back and close up here. So gold, we'll leave it. I'll give you guys the gold chart as well. Did you guys understand what I did with gold there? Okay, did that help analysis? There is a chart now, TradingView link in the Zoom chat if you guys like. That has all the levels that I just explained on gold. If you guys want to use that going forward, use it, Okay, so we'll put these two side by side now. So we got US30 and now gold. Okay, so let's just now review US30. We're coming right back up to this critical daily level. It's still moving up, so this area of support, let's bring it right up here now. Okay, so our support level now is the bids are increasing higher. See right here, this, remember the yellow to yellow tape to yellow tape. See now, look at the depth of market in here. Look at from 265 to 240. I got 13 bids, 69, 14, 49, 42, 54. So there's a big block of bids inside here. So if it pulls back, it could come down red, but that's why I'm showing you with this big green box right here, that it could come into a big block of bids and then just pull back and continue to go back up. That's why in order to sell, I want to see it close below like this big block, so that this will turn into big offers and then selling could continue coming back down. Yes, guys, this is recorded and stays on YouTube. All of our live sessions we do daily. You can review them, guys. There's a lot of useful information in our live sessions. I know they go long. They go about 2.5 hours, but they're full of live trading, live analysis. If you go back and look at our older videos that we started like 3-4 years ago, there's tutorials. There's all kinds of stuff in there. I know everybody these days has no time to watch things that are 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours long. But if you can manage to watch a little bit here and there, you might get some good information that you need to help trading, because everything we do is in a live environment. Everything, all the top downs are live. You can learn how to do that. All of our trading we do is live. You can learn a lot. As opposed to just back testing. So we explain things as things are happening live in the market to the best of our ability. Okay, we're not experts, we're not gurus. We just try and explain what we know, and hopefully what we know can help you, and maybe you can figure out more than us and continue with the torch going ahead. Scalpers are a dying breed. I've been saying this for years, guys. I'm a scalper. I love scalping. Okay, I got a lot of love for swing traders too. I love investing and swing trading myself, but if it comes down to it, if you told me I got to pick one or the other, I'm a scalper. 5 minutes or lower. 5, 3, 1. But not a lot of traders are interested in scalping anymore, because everything is done like automated now. So you got HFTs, you got high. I prefer to be my own HFT. I prefer to be my own scalper. I like to get emotionally involved in trading. Okay, so with US30, are we still holding buys to the buyers? Are you still holding? Are you guys bringing your trailing stop loss up? And sellers, okay, remember what I said. If you're testing this area, test small feeler trades, because I told you they could continue to squeeze. We don't have any solid red volume closing below any structure yet. It's not there yet. We got to be patient. We got to wait. Maybe it's not even there today. Maybe today is just pullback, continuing to buy highs, pullback, continue. That we're trending today. Like today is a trending market all the way from here, from 11 a.m. If we go back to look at like what happened today, 6, 7 o'clock, double bottoms, and since then it's all been higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher highs. So it's a trending market. Blair, 1 second. We got Blair Yoda here. Let me just unmute him. Blair, you can unmute.
Ronnie,
Yes, sir.
what's going on?
Not much. What are you saying?
What am I saying? What have I been saying, bro?
Tell us.
What have I been saying, man? For 2 weeks, man, I've been saying bulls.
Chicago Bulls, or what are we talking about? The Chicago Bulls?
The green bulls, bro.
Oh, the Green Bulls. Okay, guys, Yoda is bullish on the markets, okay? This guy I don't think has a sell button, but he is bullish on the markets. So what is driving this? What is the analysis? What is going on? Enlighten us.
Dude, this is all 4,400. This is, the market knows what it's doing. 4,400 SPX is the bears' last line of defense. They know this. So now that the major wall has been broken, it's open game. Next week we got CPI, which is meaningless. CPI is already, it's all factored in. It's all forward looking. Any dip is going to be bought. 4,400. If the bears cannot control 4,400, is game over. We're going to go all-time highs before you know it.
All-time highs before 2024, or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you think Santa Claus is going to be good?
I think Nvidia ignites the launch, and Nvidia's ER is in 11 days.
We'll see. So Santa Claus rally.
No, we'll see, man. No, we'll see. I'm so amped up right now, you have no idea. Ever since I got back from vacation, we've been running.
Guys, there you have it. Yoda is bullish on the markets. And yeah, it could continue. Guys, if they ease up on interest rates, like remember, our last FOMC
No. Well, the market needs to avoid interest rate cuts. Interest rate cuts is the last thing we need right now. The first pivot, the first cut is a sign of worry in the economy. That's what led to the recession in 2008, 2009. A cut will drop the market. As long as they hold the rates and even increase the rates. Increasing rates is not doing too much damage to the businesses. As soon as there's a cut, then that's where things get a little chaotic. We don't want to cut yet. We want to cut next year when the market drops heavily.
Yep.
Not right now.
Okay, guys, so we're still pushing bullish. Gold, okay, so now gold came up, back down, came up. Look at the three wicks at 1937.30. Lower high, lower high, lower high, all equal. Red, green, red. Now we might continue to push back down, but let's see if gold can take out this low down here. If not, it might just come back down into this green box and load back up and tried to come back up here. And then we're 1 minute away from 2:30 p.m. Eastern, and we got our new 30-minute candle. If you guys are going to trade power hour, the last hour, 3 to 4 p.m., markets could move with some volatility into Friday until the weekend close. So just be careful when you guys are trading. And I'll do Bitcoin like the last maybe 15 minutes of the call. We'll do Bitcoin analysis right near the end.
Bitcoin's going to go to 100K. I hope the US dollar just drops. How you doing, though? It's been a long time.
Okay, so depth of market is building, guys. Big. Okay, so this is an unusually large block in the market at 34,245. There was 125 I just saw. Now it's 75. Okay, so now we're going to start to get some transactions. Here's 230. This is a new 30-minute candle opening in the market. So with whatever security you're trading across the board, this is volatility now. A new higher time frame candle just opened up. And you see we still have this bearish divergence with this RSI indicator. It is still pushing higher highs and the strength is slowly decreasing, but the price, the action is not really dropping. So this indicator can be deceiving, so you have to be very careful with this RSI indicator as well, because most retailers are taught anytime it's above 70, you just hit the sell button and you're going to make money. That's not the truth. Sometimes if you sell, it could just continue moving up until the higher time frames are ready to break down. And right now, all I see is higher lows and a new higher low and higher highs. So you have to be very careful. When we start to see something break, start breaking some structure like below here, then maybe we can get ready to see what they're going to do maybe this afternoon. And gold as well. Okay, so it just came down and it's holding right here. There's not a lot of volume right now in the markets. It's unusually slow right now.
Yeah, the bears need to start their own GoFundMe pages and get more money.
Okay, so you see the big cluster now. Again, we're flagging inside here, this flag, but the volume has dried up right now. Guys, thanks for everyone on YouTube joining, almost 200 viewers. If you guys can hit the like button, we do appreciate it. Helps us here at SST. Okay, so again now, what I see too, just recently, you got the buyers that bought up here, okay, the highs, they got stuck. They're stuck up there. Again, the buyers that bought up here at 215, 217, 218, they got stuck up there, rejection. Again, the buyers that just came up there, lower high, they got stuck again. Okay, so we can see now the selling is moving away from buyers currently up here. So let's see if we can get sellers really make the move and maybe close it below this green box. And then maybe we can start to trickle down into here. But also, if we do look for sells, we're also counter trading this bullish move. So you have to understand that these moves might be come down to a certain area and then find where the bids are and go right back up. So, when I'm counter trading, sometimes it's just pip and dip. I get my pips and get out of the market because I still have a lot of respect for all the buyers in the market. They're creating higher lows everywhere. So we really have to break down structure in order to drop down. But I want to see if we can close below this green box and see what happens down in here. Same with gold. If it continues to hold, like right now, gold is pushing, making higher lows. It's still pushing up from here. Came back, higher low. came back, could be a higher low, and maybe we'll see if we can take out this area. If not, we'll see if gold comes back down to the low of the day today. Does anybody have any big plans for the weekend? Anything exciting happening this weekend for anybody?
I'm gonna come to your house to have a beer.
Okay, so you see now the sellers are pushing it down. So remember this block that was full of all those green bids? Now it turned into all offers now. Okay, so that's what is this big bearish engulfing candle that's coming down right now. And it's going to close in 18 seconds. So let's see where it closes. Rav, yep, UFC. Can't wait. I love it.
Who's the card this week? Oh, that's right. Fury.
Alex Pereira.
Yeah.
And Projaca. That's going to be a good. Rav, who do you got on that fight?
Isn't this first fight since he beat
Yeah.
what's his name?
Yeah. Alex, yeah. That's going to be a good fight, man. Good fight.
Yeah, because tomorrow was supposed to be Jones and Miocic originally, but
Okay, so what happened? We closed red. Again, we got to respect buyers. So it opened green. It just came up and got rejected. Okay, so you see came up and it just got rejected. So gold is building a little bit of a bullish bottom right here too. Okay, so gold, if it continues maybe to build, maybe we'll come up back up to 1937 and we'll test up here. But remember, it is pushing down. Okay, from here, big push down, pull back, lower highs. Push all the way down there, a pullback with a big red bearish engulfing candle, make a lower high. It pulled back into these three candles, all lower high, triple top wicks, and continue push down. It might come back up green, but then we see if they lower it again. And if we start breaking down here, possible maybe gold sell opportunities below like 1935 coming back down, maybe break today's low of the day, or it might build and we're going to continue come up this afternoon. You see how relentless these buyers are on US30. Still holding, still holding. If they continue to squeeze it out here, we're driving, guys. Did you guys like that 3-minute scalping sessions? Did you guys like that time frame? I wanted to ask you guys that we did yesterday. 3 minutes. Did you guys enjoy that? Was that fun? Did you? It's fat. I like 3 minutes. I like 3 minutes a lot. It's a nice time frame for scalping. But we'll do all types of stuff. We'll do 1 minute scalping. We'll do 3 minutes. 5 minutes, and we're going to do some 15-minute sessions as well, where we're going to be just strictly watching 15-minute zones and maybe entering on 5 or 15-minute candles. It might be good for some traders that want to learn more about the 15-minute time frame, and we'll do more of those as well. Okay, so now we're coming down bearish. 2 more minutes to go. So let's see where this candle closes. Can we identify an area of resistance right now above that critical daily line? Yes, we can. That wick, those 3 wicks right there, okay, and that big body. So you see I'm drawing now my red box right there, just in case this thing comes up back up this afternoon for maybe a double top opportunity. Okay, so right there, I see it came up, rejected, came up, rejected, came up, rejected. That daily yellow line, 34,208, 209, we said, 210, it's holding. Okay, so let's bring that across. We might revisit that later on. Okay, and again, the consolidated box, we're still in there. In this green zone, we're still trading in it right now. Market is very slow this afternoon. This is very slow compared to the last couple of days. So that doesn't mean we have to force trades or make trades. Maybe power hour could be when the momentum comes into the market. Okay, so we'll watch for the next 5 minutes. We'll go till 2:45, and then I'll do a quick, not a quick, but a nice 5-10 minute top down on BTC, because I know some of you guys want the chart for the weekend to watch it. Okay, so you see, came down red, right into the green box. See the little like fake out. It came down, picked up those bids, and it's coming right back up. So it's coming up, but it's a spin top candle. So when it initially moved, the sellers were in control. When it came up right now, buyers. Here's the close. So it's closing as a bullish pin bar spin top candle. Still indecision. So this could be that move that comes up maybe for that double top where I made that big red box. So it's still in this consolidation. Still got to have a little bit of patience in here. Is NASDAQ making a move?
One thing I've always learned about trading.
There, you got to talk louder.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you got to talk louder. You got that soothing voice. I need.
Oh. The one thing I've learned about trading, don't stand in front of a freight train.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
right now, NAS is a freight train. You can join it, but don't join too late.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so US30, if it wants to trade in here, no business trading in here. Okay, you can see how it is. But we're seeing something being created. Okay, let it do its thing. Gold is breaking down. Let's see if gold can close below this low, and then pullbacks, and then maybe a big candle come down, might be continuous sell. But you also have to know that that purple line right there is our low of the day, 1933. So you have to understand. And if we break there, where could we go down to? So you see on the 5 minutes, I can't see anything below there. I got to go higher time frame. 15. I see nothing below the purple line. 30 minutes. Okay, now I start to see something. I can see the last time we traded below 1933 was October, over here, was October 18, October 17, in here. So again, now what I do is find some critical areas on these 30-minute candles. Right there. There's two tweezer tops right there, like there and there. There's another one, and so that's 1930. So if it comes down, breaks today, 1933, maybe we find some support at 1930. And then I see my next level. If I continue push down, right there. There was a lot of wicks holding support, and then they turn to resistance right there, 1927.28. I could have another line down there. Now I go back to my 5 minutes, my 5-minute chart right over here, and then when I look below today's daily low, okay, there's the purple, then we might come down to 1930, 1927, and then our big critical daily level at 1925. So I have now my scalp zones, and I can see 1933 to 1931, 25-30 pip range. From 1931 to 1927.28, 25-30 pip range. From 1928 down to 1925, 25-30 pip range. So those are my scalp zones. And then I also have my scalp zones above if we continue to move up. Okay, and US30 still holding. Okay, so came up, back down. No red volume closing below here. So it's coming right back up. But every time we come back up, see it's lower highs. Okay, and then let's see if the offers continue to push down. Maybe go into 2:45 or 3 p.m. and then see if they maybe break this and drop it, or it might be like how Blair is saying, a continued freight train, just continuing to break bullish and break through here. I was expecting a little bit more excitement on this call this Friday afternoon, but the markets are pretty slow right now. So that doesn't mean we got to get reckless and just start forcing trades. We can be patient. But here we go, 45 seconds, and then it's going to be 2:45, and then we get our new 15-minute candle enter the market. Patience is the key. Rafi, you are absolutely correct about that. Patience is the key in trading. Patience is the key in life. Just patience and discipline. And good things will happen. And if you take a loss in trading, guys, please don't get frustrated. Don't get frustrated. Understand losses is part of trading. If you don't understand that concept, you're going to struggle as a trader. Losses are part of this. Everybody takes losses, but you need to learn how to control your losses. Be disciplined. When a trade is invalidated and it's not going your direction, have the discipline to close it out. Stop holding these losses forever and hoping and praying it's going to come back to your level. Just learn how to close these things. Sometimes if you give it enough analysis, and if it disagrees with your analysis, maybe it's time to cut that trade. And then refocus and get back in the market. Like for example, if I bought up here, okay, and I'm just saying, for example, if I bought up here, okay, I'm looking to, yes, profit up there, but let's say I put my stop loss right below this green box. So I buy, let's say for example, I bought up there, my stop loss is below here. If the market is coming down here, and like I take my stop loss out and then I just want to continue to trade and give it room to breathe. What happens if the body closes down here and I'm still in that buy? Now what I'm risking is I could just close the trade and get out of there, because this is my risk. If it comes back up and then I flip that zone red where I could have been stopped out there, now I see, I get excited, it's green, it's coming right back up, so I didn't close the trade, and then it gets rejected and then they really bring it down. So I could have taken a loss right there and just been done with the trade. Now, if I kind of didn't respect this area, now I'm at a bigger loss. And then it could come all the way down there and you're going to have a further loss. So sometimes just, if the trade, I'm giving it, like let's say you bought up here, you're giving it enough room to breathe. If it doesn't break here, then it could break down here. But if it closes down there and retests this and a big block of supply comes and then the dump, then you have a big loss where it could have just been contained inside here. How many of you guys are improving on your cleaning up your losses? Okay, I don't want to talk about the profitable trades, because learning about trading is cleaning up your losses. Are you guys getting better at cleaning up your losses? Are you guys learning from your mistakes in the market, your losses? That's what's important in trading, is cleaning up those mistakes. Good, Johnny, you're getting better. T, you need a trading journal template. Yes, there's free ones available, all kinds of trading software. I just do it on a piece of paper and a pen. Very simple, basic. But if you want those trading softwares, everything, or a spreadsheet, just put in the important information that you need to know so that you can go for a quick review. First thing is the date. Put today's date, Friday. Put the session, not just the date, put the session. What did you trade? Was it London? Was it New York? Was it Power Hour? Was it Tokyo? Right there. Then you know exactly, on Friday, I traded London. Now, next thing is, what securities did you trade in London? Did you trade US30, NASDAQ, gold, oil, GBP, JPY, GBP, USD, whatever. Okay, so we know now, we got information on the date, the session, the security. Perfect. Now we got a lot of information. Next thing to do is, was it a buy? Was it a sell? And time and date, so we can go and review, so you can go back to the charts and look. So example, if I did a buy up here and I got stopped out, now I would record date, session, security, I bought up here, and now I'm reviewing it, and then I see, okay, maybe I made a mistake. I bought these impulse moves at this critical high of the day, and I bought the highs, and then I got stopped out down there. So now maybe I got to review, and I got to stop taking impulse buys at these critical daily levels unless volume closes above and gives me a retest. In this situation, it didn't. So I learned from it, and then go back to look at something else. So next day, if you get the same setup, then maybe you're reluctant to buy up here. You're more cautious up here, and then right there you can maybe clean up one mistake. So that's what journaling is. But believe it or not, a lot of traders do not journal. A lot of traders don't go back to learn from their mistakes. They don't. They just continue trading every single day without reviewing anything. So if I committed this mistake right now and I never reviewed it or I never learned from it, there's a high probability I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow. There's a high probability I'm going to do the same thing next week. High probability I'm going to do the same thing next month. And what am I doing? I'm just continually losing money in the markets without learning anything. So please, guys, review. You know, when we're in school, we get a math test. My son just did the algebra. I helped him. He got 19 out of 21 on his grade 7 math algebra. And right away, he brought it to me, and we looked at it. I said, which ones did you get wrong? What two did you get wrong? And let's go back to those ones, review those ones, and correct your mistakes so that next time when you do your test, you'll get 21 out of 21. And so that's, I know he knows what he's doing when I saw the 19 right answers, but the ones that he got the mistake on, those are the ones we review. And he learned from it. And we move forward. You're hilarious. I love math. I can be a math tutor if you guys want. I specialize in grade 2 mathematics with my daughter. That's my specialty. Okay, guys, let's get to this BTC chart because we're just consolidating in here. I wanted to do this, so let's do BTC because we got about 10 more minutes here. So let's get this ready. Okay, number one, how many of you guys trade or invest in BTC? Anybody here? I love this thing. BTC. It's volatile, guys. It's fun, but it can be crazy. Okay. When you trade this thing or get involved with crypto, make sure you have a seatbelt and you're strapped in because this can be a crazy ride. Okay, let's start off on the monthly really quickly. Okay, monthly for the traders that haven't been part of BTC. Okay, over here, I don't know, it just starts off here at 2020 on TradingView, but Bitcoin was trading in 2010, 11, 12, so it's not showing us the history, but this was our big move, all-time highs, like up to here. Okay, everybody remember 69,000, and we came right back down. This red bar closed below support at 30,000 in here, and that's where we just had that drop. But look at the higher low. So it found monthly support right in here, held 50% of that big monthly candle, held support. So bring your big green box over here to 15,000 US. If Bitcoin ever goes back to 15,000, I will be adding down there. Okay, but we look here, higher low support being built so far. Now, where this area used to be resistance, now turned to support. 25,000 is turning into support. A lot of traders or analysts are saying we're going to pull back to 26,000, but we'll see. Right now, 25 is looking like a nice block. Here was resistance right over here. And you look to the left of the chart, and it was 3 wicks right in there, green, held. Now we're coming down red right there. And look at how perfectly, it's 50% of this big bullish candle in October. Okay, so last month. Bring that across. So we're holding good daily, monthly support at 31,000. Okay, so look at the close of October, high, and then came back. Our pullback this month, where's our pullback? Right here, 34,000. So I'm placing a purple line on monthly analysis. Okay, purple line, that's our monthly low, 34K, which is holding really nice. Okay, and we are at our monthly high. What did we hit this month? 38,000. Okay, so look at now what we have above us. Let's do our zones. Okay, so you see these three wicks and those bodies? This is an important area up here. Okay, right over here. Let's draw a red box right there, because we see where the market got rejected off of those all-time highs, and they held it down. When it came back up to 48,000, they dropped it. Came back up to 48,000, they dropped it. Came back up to 48,000, then they dropped it. So that is your big ongoing monthly, yearly supply of Bitcoin, 45 to 47,500. Okay, and if we impulsively break out, there is body to body and some resistance wicks right there. 41, 42,000. This is where I draw, again, a yellow line to show me other critical levels as opposed to the purple high and low, yellow. Okay, so what are we doing on this thing? We came up, pull back, higher low, big bullish engulfing candle, close, and we're still holding. Now we're pushing up. So is this thing going to continue? We got 20 days to go for the month of November. Still lots of time. But let's see, now break it down to weekly. Look at the weekly, okay? So weekly consolidation, okay? You know, if you're a weekly trader, if you consolidated this entire area, okay, I know it's going to take you forever, but there is those traders that trade these time frames, and there's your weekly flag, and then your continued breakout. So remember, Bitcoin is not going to consolidate in here from March of 2023 all the way to October of 2023. So it was consolidating for like half a year, and it's continuing to break out bullish. Remember the three directional moves. Either it will trade inside the box, it'll break down bearish, come down to here, or it'll start breaking out bullish, which it's doing right now, and we're going to test to see where it's going to go. So right now on the weekly, it is bullish, holding good support. Okay, let's find now weekly areas. So right there, that wick last week, okay, let's place a yellow line right here to give us critical levels, yellow. And you see how it's roughly 50% of our candle already in the week. We're going to close in 2 days here and continuing to push up. So if we get now volume still staying above here, green, above 35,000, we're still bullish. Okay, I don't see anything breaking down below here. Okay, so now we got to see our critical areas here. So red, so the big yearly zone is up there, but we have resistance right here, what I was saying, 41,725. So what's below it? I can see wicks. So this is my new weekly zone right there. Come down to that wick, grab that wick, grab that wick, grab that wick, and stretch across and make red. Very simple. If I can make it red. One second, I can't see down here. There we go. Supply, okay? Bring it forward. Bring it forward. Bring all of this stuff forward. Bring it into, what did we say? January 1st? Happy New Year. Okay, bring it into January 1st if you guys want. And then we'll see how we're trading into 2024. Remember, 2024 is our next 4-year cycle of halving. So reduce supply, increase demand. We could see this thing continue to push. What's the status on the ETF situation that could be causing what this move is anticipating? We don't know, but right now it's really bullish on the weekly. So on the daily, this is what we got. Your RSI indicator, okay, look, it's been oversold since October 23, 24. Look at it, okay. So if you try to sell Bitcoin, you know, just by following our RSI indicator, it's continuing to make these higher highs and you're getting smashed. So it's not there yet. Yes, it's showing us some divergence, but like Yoda said, you don't want to short a freight train or a Mack truck because you're going to get run over. So you got to be patient. If you're looking to sell Bitcoin, kind of maybe got to close below here and then push back down to these areas. But right now, still bullish. Okay, so but we start to see a little daily resistance right here where it got rejected yesterday and today. So that's my zone going across on the daily. So, you know, and then I go down to the 4 hours. So if we're swing trading, okay, swing traders, it's consolidating. We got our high, push back down, come back up, divergence. Okay, so I would be looking to maybe short Bitcoin below this level, or kind of, let me just get rid of this box now so we can kind of clean up now. So we get more of 4 hour. So 4 hour below the yellow line, there was resistance, turned to support right there. So that's my green box right there on the 4 hours. So you can clearly see that we are in a consolidation right now, where we can trap this, and again, our 3 directional moves. But I think maybe Bitcoin needs to cool off, but it's not there yet. If we close below here and then drop down to there, 34, maybe down to there. But right now, this thing is still pushing up on the 4 hours. Okay, if you just look, just a trend line from right here, from the last little bit, from Tuesday of this week, it's still pushing up. It could be an ascending triangle that's ready to break out of here. So you see the high wick? I have nothing above here. Now, if I'm a swing trader, and I want to maybe find one area that it could come up to, look to the left of the chart. When was the last time BTC traded inside here? It was right over here. I can see all of this. April of 2022. Okay, and when it traded in here, there was areas of resistance. I can see right there, it came up, rejected, came up, rejected. Most bodies were below there. Then it turned to support. Then it turned to resistance right there around 39,000. So I could just place maybe a line right there, 39,000. Let's keep it 39 flat. Okay, right up there, 39. And that could be where I look to see if the buyers can continue to squeeze it up, break through here maybe this weekend, and we test 39,000. But right now that's not happening. I look right here. They came up and rejected it hard right there. We came back again. They just rejected it lower high. So remember the size of the wick. Got a lot of momentum. Break of structure right now in the 4 hours. So maybe I don't want to get it sell down there. Maybe I want to get in a sell right here. So where's the break of structure? Right there. Maybe a break of structure. Maybe break the trend line and structure, and a nice short opportunity at 36,420. Okay, like continue to come down, break, flip the box, and drop. And then we see if all of these buyers will come back in and then take it back up. Okay, but there's going to be a retracement. But right now, Bitcoin is strong. Okay, so again, if you're trying to short this thing, you have to be careful. Okay, can you scalp BTC? Absolutely. This is how it looks on the 5 minutes. Okay, we used to scalp this a lot. Okay, just like any other security. What happened when we came up there? Rejected, 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 break, close, drop, hold. It's still higher lows. Come right back up again. Lower high, no volume closing above here. And again, they're pushing it down. So if I'm scalping, I would draw this area right here. You can see the pivot. This was resistance over here, turn to support right there. So draw that. And that's where you're watching, okay, as a scalper. If it breaks below here, you know, that could be the next drop. Come down to here or here, test there before the big green box. If it stops right here and comes right back up, scalp it back up to the next area of wicks or to the big red box. But yeah, you can definitely do that. Okay, guys, I'll provide you guys with this Bitcoin chart. It's just after 3 o'clock. We will get more into trading this thing. But it's interesting. This weekend will be interesting with this as well. Okay, there's a TradingView link again in the Zoom chat if you guys want it. Let's just go back to our main charts over here. Okay, let's just put in our gold, see what's happening really quickly. 1935 on gold. Okay, so just be careful trading this afternoon. It looks like markets are choppy on US30 over here. US30, okay, so came up, back down. Did we see any red volume close below there? No. Came down, back up, came down, higher low, coming right. So maybe it's building, guys. It's building for maybe the double top, the lower highs to short it down later. But if it still moves bullish, we're going to break out maybe up here. And gold is making the lower highs and possibly close below here, maybe a pullback, make this green box red, and maybe gold is going to continue to drop down and sell off to the low of the day, and we see what happens down there. Okay, but guys, thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you guys this week. It was a really fun week. Next week, just remember our hours, okay, for everybody. We have our London sessions. We have our Wall Street sessions. Let's go over here. We have London, Wall Street. Okay, so London, Wall Streets, Mondays and Fridays are to be determined. Okay, and we have our post New Yorks. And so next week I won't be doing this time frame 1 to 3 p.m. because I'm very busy at this time all week. So what I'm going to do is more Asian sessions next week. So if you guys want to join SST in some Asian trading, we're going to do Monday. We'll release a schedule, but it will be like maybe 7:30 to 9:30, 10. We'll watch the futures market open up. PK is here Tuesday, Wednesday from 7:30, 8:30. I'll come in after on Tuesday, Wednesdays, right after PK, maybe a 30-minute break. Then we go 9 p.m. to maybe 11:30 p.m. And same thing for Wednesday. And then Thursday, we'll maybe go back to 7:30, 9:30. And then Friday, obviously, everyone's going to relax on a Friday night. And yeah, so we'll have some fun next week. We'll do some different things. We'll look at Forex in the Asian session. It's not as fast as New York, but more for education, guys. If you guys want to ask any questions, the markets are not as volatile, so we can learn a lot about price action. I can answer a lot of your questions and help a lot of people out. Maybe if you're around the world and New York and London is not your time, maybe the Tokyo session is prime time for you, and we can love to have you on the call and join in. So right now we got some red volume close below. Flip your green box red. If any buys come in here, then maybe the gold will absorb these bids, and maybe it might continue to drop down. Gold might continue to sell off this Friday. I will be watching US30 if what happens below here or what happens above here. But trading inside here, it's too much indecision. I'm going to avoid this at all costs on a Friday afternoon unless I start to see something develop, come into maybe 3:30 right at the end of the day. Okay, so hopefully everybody had a fantastic week trading. Continue learning and earning. If you'd like to join us, join us. Get in the free Telegram right over here. It was linked at the top of the channel. Okay, and we provide all types of analysis here, guys. There will be promos and everything that's going on in here. Okay, and you'll get some signals how they come out with the bots and the SST Scalper Pro and everything that we do here with ourselves and members too. We like to showcase our members. We're very proud of you guys. Some of you guys are doing really, really, really well, and continue.
Hey, Ronnie,
continue. Yes,
sorry,
sir. What's up, bro?
When you copied your link, don't copy the actual URL. See where it says Sniper Ronnie with the little drop down arrow?
Mm-hmm.
If you click, we'll click save first of all.
Yeah.
Click the drop down arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Click sharing.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then copy a link.
Okay.
That way people can see your actual chart that you've illustrated.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, I'll share that with you guys. But guys, I got to get out of here. I got to go pick up my kids at school. It's getting late here. It's 3:07. Okay, guys, have a good weekend. God bless everybody. We'll see you guys. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the UFC. Enjoy sports. Everybody, have a good weekend, and we'll see you guys Monday. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you guys for joining. Hit the like button if you guys can, and we'll see you guys. Have a good weekend. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Yoda, for joining. Thank you, guys.
Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to another live session with Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys. My partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell. Okay, I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please secure.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stock Sniper Trading, We have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.